hit the light, body, I could try, yeah. It's Kimmy Bear, come along, it's Kimmy Bear. It's Kimmy Bear, come along, it's Kimmy Bear. It's Kimmy Bear, come on. Great morning. How are y'all doing? Wow. Right on time. 4 a.m. Great morning. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all, I found my glasses yesterday. I'm going to be able to see. Great morning. I feel good this morning. I got up kind of early this morning. Actually, I got up around 2 something this morning. How y'all doing? Welcome to Kimmie's World. This is the first time you have tuned in to Kimmie's World. I want to formally welcome you. I am Kimmie, the host, the owner of the channel, and this is Coffee and Conversations. Welcome. I hope if this is the first time you have tuned in, you will go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also share this broadcast. And while we converse doing Coffee and Conversation, I don't know if you got your coffee, but I got mine. Hello, I got my straw too, y'all. So, hope you have your coffee. We can sit back, relax, talk, chop it up. I got a lot of stuff to talk to y'all about. As always, y'all make sure y'all converse with me. And yeah, let's get it. What's up? Hey, Patricia. Hey, Catherine. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming on in and hitting the like button. Oh, I can see y'all. Oh, I'm so happy I can see. Oh, them words coming in, honey. Good morning, Della. Oh, y'all. So yesterday, I was so tired yesterday, first of all. Y'all know I said I was going to look at a school for Kaden. Because he ain't going back to the same school. Going to look for a school. So I went to this school, highly impressed. I'm like, why didn't I send him over here from the very beginning? Like, I was slacking. I should have been sending him over there. Very good school. Walked into the school, took a tour around the school. First of all, the secretary at the school was absolutely amazing. She gave me a hug, and I was telling her about Kaden, and she started to tell me about I think it was her granddaughter, and she started to cry. And I said, "Honey, I know my heart has been so heavy over my son this whole school year. So trust me, I know." She said, "I know, Mom, but you have done everything." And she didn't even know me, y'all. That was so crazy. She was like, "Mom, you have done everything that you could to make sure, but sometimes just need a different environment." So anyway, so took a oh, you know her? She is great. She talks to the kids like family. They are her. Girl, she is absolutely amazing. She was the sweetest. Like, she gave me a hug and everything. And she was about to cry too. So anyway, I took a tour around the school, really impressed. Went into one classroom. Y'all know what they was talking about in the classroom? They was having Bible study. They're talking about Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch. I was so outdone. So the teacher was like, "Class, where's this found?" And the little girl, she was like, "Acts chapter 8." I was like, "What?" Y'all, the kids were so loving. They were so sweet. Every room we went into, they were so, and we saw classes up to like the 6th and 7th grade. Y'all, they were amazing. Amazing. I was just like, Kaden is going to absolutely love this school. He's going to love it. Like, the teachers there, they are so warm compared to where Kaden go. Honey, they are warm. I was just like, it was just like a breath of fresh air. I was like, I wouldn't be worried about my kid going to school over there. I know he'll get the care that he needs, the nurturing, the love. Like, I know he'll get it over there. Like, I met the principal. She was amazing. Hold on, let me see. Okay, let me see. Amen. Is this a new school closer or further away? It's further. It's definitely further away. Definitely. But it's okay. It's okay if it's further. So anyway, I I talked to the principal and I was telling her about Kaden. His tutor gave him a evaluation. Y'all remember I talked to y'all about that. Um, it was actually done by, and I don't want to say the gentleman's name because, but he is, without saying who he is over some departments in the state of Mississippi. This is her friend. And she has been seeking so many professionals to help me with Kaden because y'all know the issue that we have been having is Kaden knows the information. That ain't it. Highly intelligent. But the grades don't reflect that. Something is off. So we've never been able to figure out what is the missing piece. It's been puzzling me. It's been puzzling everybody. Like, what is going on? Like, we know this kid is smart. Like, we know this. So anyway, he was given an evaluation. He took the last part of the evaluation on Monday. She sent it in to him, and the gentleman is evaluating what's going on with Kaden. Well, from the preliminary results that have come in is Kaden needs direct instructions, which will go work very well with the school that I'm getting ready to send him to. Because the school that he's in right now, it's too many children. And let's be quite honest, these teachers just do not care. Y'all, let me tell you. I wasn't going to tell y'all, but I'm going to tell you. So we're going to come back around to this. So I'm talking to the principal at the new school, and I'm telling her, like, I'm having Kaden evaluated. And the curriculum that they're using, because, of course, I asked them, what type of curriculum are y'all using? She said, well, we're using the ABECA curriculum. And I said, well, what type of reading program are you using? She said, we were using Horizons. And she said, we usually suggest that when kids come from public schools to this school, that they repeat, especially when they are at a small grade level like Kaden. First grade is a foundation grade level, that they repeat, only because the ABECA curriculum is so different from the regular curriculum that the students are using in public schools. So, of course, y'all know I went and talked to the tutor about this because we have the same here also. Really? So, of course, I talked to the tutor about this because, honey, she got her doctorate degree. She knows way more than I do, so I got to seek counsel. So I asked her, I was like, do you know anything about the ABECA curriculum? She said, it is an amazing curriculum. She said, first of all, the curriculum that they're using at Kaden School is a cookie cut curriculum. She said, every student is not cookie cut. Kaden, of course, is not. So that curriculum does not work well for Kaden. She said, but the ABECA curriculum, she said, it is a very great curriculum and it's going to work very well. And I was just like, wow, because she's been working with my child for over 8-9 months. So she know him. She know him more than the teacher know him. So anyway, so I'm going to tell y'all a funny story. Then we're going to get back to Kaden. So anyway, the principal was like, okay, at the new school, she said, well, when you get that evaluation, could you forward that to me? And then we will make the best decision for Kaden. Oh, I love that. I love that. So anyway, so we leave there. My mama with me, Carter with me, because I love to take my mama with me. I like to have a second opinion, honey. My mom, she fell in love with the school. She was like, I love this school. Kaden's going to fit right in. He is going to flourish at this school. Cool. So we leave there. Oh, and let me tell y'all something else. I'm thinking, see, God is good, honey. I'm thinking the financial assistant has been closed off. Oh, no, ma'am. The lady that gave me the tour, she said it is closed off for returning students. But for new students, you can still apply. Baby, you think I ain't going to apply? Because, honey, it is very expensive. So we pay right now $600 a month, for tutoring. With this school, it's only $117 extra that we have to pay. But here's the thing. You got $1,200 building fee you have to pay. That's not in addition to tuition. You got that registration fee. And, of course, I'm not going to be able to register before March the 1st because I'm waiting on this evaluation. After March 1st, $500. That's non-refundable, boo-boo. Non-refundable. They do not add that to the tuition. And then, let me see, was there anything else? Books are included and some other things. And then, school lunch is not included. You got to pay for that. But other than that, that's what it is. Y'all, that's expensive. That's probably, I know, probably, that's right at almost at 10 grand a year for education for a semester. Yeah, 10 grand a year. Anyway, so then, what else? Oh, some good things that we found out at the school was they don't have computers in the classroom. See, right now, when Kaden take his test, certain tests, they're taking them on a computer. No, they do not have computers in the classroom. They are making these children use write. Handwriting is very important. They even teach cursive. Y'all know they don't teach that in class. Matter of fact, Kaden's school right now, girl, his handwriting all over the paper. I'm like, how's this acceptable? So they're to me, it's teaching these kids how to think. And I also asked her, what is the percentage of students that go to college from this school? And she said it is over almost at 100% that these students are going to college. Y'all, that's a huge deal because at the school Kaden go to, these kids, probably not even half of them go to college. Probably not even a quarter of them go to college. Anyway, so I was pleased. I was really pleased. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying before I get too behind in these comments. Okay, it's this new school. We had the same here also all the time. Excellent. Okay. So anyway, so we leave there. We looking for a school for Carter. We go to this school. So we're thinking, and Patricia, you may be able to tell me, we're thinking there was a school on this road that everybody sent their children to. So I'm thinking I thought it was at a church. So I'm thinking it's it. So I'm like, well, Mama, the tornado hit over here a while ago, and I think it hit this church. I said, maybe they moved it. So I get on Google, child, and Google monastery school. We go to the monastery school. I don't know what this is. So we go over there. We go inside. Well, first of all, my mama was already, when we pulled up, we parked. We start walking to it. Nice facility, whatever. We pull up, baby. The kids outside playing in the mud. Now, y'all know my mama old school. She ain't for that. They outside playing in the mud. Y'all, they stomping around. My mama looking. She looked at me like, we might as well just turn right back around because Carter ain't playing in no mud getting his clothes dirty at no school. So we go in. The first thing I see when we walk in, I see a sign above the door that says, follow the child. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. The lady opens the door. Security, y'all know me, I love security now. Security was on point at the other school too. So I walk in. I think the lady had to, I didn't ask her, but I think she might have been Indian. I don't know. She had that little dot right here. She looked she looked Indian to me, really. Like she may be from India or something like that. But anyway, so we go in. The facility initially looks junky to me. And I'm like, so we start asking questions about, do they have an opening? The lady was like, well, are you looking to put him in this school year? My mom was like, yeah. She's like, we don't have any openings. What? And so my mom was like, well, how much is it? The lady told her what the price was. Y'all, the price for that particular daycare was more than what Kaden tuition was. Y'all, I ain't even lying. I was just like, what? But mama still one waiver, because daycare is expensive. So she was like, well, can we take a look? She's like, can we take a look at the facility? Sure. We started looking. We go in this classroom, y'all. I knew my mom was disgusted. I knew she was disgusted. We go in there. Ain't no ABCs on the wall. Ain't no 1, 2, 3s. Ain't nothing educational on the wall, nowhere. And my mom said, well, what do they do all day? So the lady was like, well, we have things called work. If and we follow the child. I was like, oh, that's what that sign meant when I walked in. We follow the child. Whatever the child wants to do, that's what we do. So if the child wants to play with this particular object over here, we let them. We let them go over there, pick it up, play with it, and that is their work. They get their mat, they lay it down, and that's their work. I'm like, what? And I said, well, houses, like, are these kids learning? She was like, oh yeah, they're very advanced kids and da 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 da. So we go into the next classroom. Little boy is in there. He's probably Carter's age. He's in there. He just fixed himself a snack. They're able to fix themselves a snack. And they have like these little counters that can go in. And he was washing his dishes. He's washed his dish, rinsed it off, put it up, or whatever. And it was the same. Like if the kid wants to go outside to play in the mud, he grab his necklace. The teacher follows him outside. Whatever the child wants to do, we follow the child. And I could hear my mom talking, So I knew she wasn't even listening to what the lady was saying. I was like, oh, she's so rude. See, mama be doing nasty work. She real rude. I told her I was going to tell y'all too, so she know. So anyway, and I said, well, do you have an application? So the lady was like, you want an application? She was like, well, no, you don't have no openings. I said, mama, you don't know if they're going to get an opening. You might want to get an application. My mom was looking at me, girl, if you don't shut up. That's why mama was looking at me. I knew she was being petty. So I made her take the application. We walked out of there. Mama had Carter arm so hard. So she was like, okay, we'll be in touch. That's what mama said. So we walking up out of there. Mama got Carter hand. Child, I was like, dang, she dragged him to talk and she hot-tailing it out of there. And she was like, I'm going to tell you something when we get in the car. That's what she was talking about. I knew. We got in the car. She said, girl, Carter ain't going to no daycare like this. She said, I didn't see no ABCs and I didn't see no 1, 2, 3s. This is not the place for Carter. She said, you know when I knew it wasn't a place? I said, Mama, I already knew. I already know. She said, when was it? I said, when you saw them kids playing in the mud. She said, you know, Carter ain't going to be going to school. I said, oh, my God, I can't take this lady nowhere. So anyway, day proceed on. And, hey, how you doing, Betty? Batty Lynn, how you doing? So anyway, they proceed on. I get a text message from Kaden teacher. Oh, let me see if I can let y'all see this. I think I can let y'all see it. I ain't really for sure. Let me see if I can let y'all see it. I make sure I scribble the name out. Oh, I don't know if I did or not. Hold on just a minute. Let me see if I can let y'all see this text message. I think I scribbled, see if I scribbled the name out. So anyway, so later on in the day, I get a text message to my phone. I wasn't going to tell y'all, but I'm going to tell you. Get a text message to my phone. The teacher said, Miss So-and-so said that she can meet with us at 9 a.m. on Friday. Is that okay for you? Pretty much. And so I know y'all like, what's she talking about? So Kaden report card came in. I put a note on the report card that I wanted to talk to the principal, the academic counselor, and the teacher. Well, the information that I saw on the report card was things that I already knew. I just wanted to have a conversation with them. Cool. So I read the text message. I respond back. I said, I have decided to cancel it because, what was my words? I've decided to cancel it because, hold on, I'm just going to let y'all see it. I decided to cancel it. I have decided another course of action for Kaden. Okay. So she said, okay, he told me when he came in this morning. So I'm like, what did he tell her? So now I'm thinking like, what did he tell her? I was like, oh, Kaden must have told her that he was going to another school. I responded, I believe that is the best choice for him. It broke my heart to have him cry on yesterday. Y'all know yesterday I told y'all that Kaden, a kid said something really mean to Kaden. And I was like, see, we're not going to have this. We're not going to have no bullying going on at school. And I spoke to the teacher about it. She said she handled it, blah, blah, blah. But I figured, like, that kid, he ain't had no business saying what he said. Anyway, so I had already made up my mind. Kaden was going to go to another school anyway. Y'all know that's been in the back of my mind anyway since last year. Either homeschool or going to another school. So anyway, next message was, I understand completely. Maybe he will have a better teacher there and he will get straight A's. What? I was like, what did she just say? I understand completely. Maybe he will have a better teacher there and he will get those straight A's. I was like, oh, wait a minute now. Hold on, before I go off on this teacher, let me make sure. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm thinking she being a little sarcastic little teacher. Let me send this message to my mama to see what she say. Get some other eyes on it right now, because I don't want to say nothing, because you know me, I might jump the gun. Send it to my mama. Mom said, what? That was her response? I said, yeah. She said, Kim, send it to the tutor and see what she say. Now, y'all know the tutor is a retired principal and a teacher. So, of course, those will be some good eyes on it. So I sent it to her and I said, what do you, take a look at this. I sent my whole text message thread. I said, what do you think about this? She said, she called me. She said, this is not the response that she should have given. She said she was being sarcastic. You need to call the principal. Oh, when she said that, baby, I was hot. I was real mad. So, call the principal. Of course, he busy. I was like, can I speak to the assistant person? Of course, they busy. I'm getting more heated. Y'all already know I'm on the premises at school. Y'all know I get there around 11. So, I'm already there. And I'm like, you know what? These people playing with the wrong people. Okay? They're playing with the wrong people. Like, I am really upset right now. Like, I don't even want my child in his school right now, because now I'm thinking in my head, what the heck's been going on in this classroom? All this time, I have been saying, even the tutor, something is going on. We cannot figure it out. At first, y'all know, if you've been following this whole little story since the beginning of the school year, you know the run-ins I've had with the teacher. Hey, Cornelius, how you doing? You know the run-ins I've had with the teacher, all this, like, you know everything. So, and you know I almost changed Kaden to another teacher, but I didn't want him labeled being like, okay, Kaden got this problem, mama, whatever, you know. So I try to keep it cute, y'all. I really did. Keep it really professional. And I said, you know what? I get a tutor. We're going to work through this. So anyway, so I'm like, excuse me, this may have been a missing piece. If she's saying this to me, what's been going on in that classroom? Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Kaden is the type of child, I don't understand why he holds a lot of things in. And I'll be trying to get him to tell me like what's going on and stuff like that. And he doesn't. And I don't know why, but he doesn't. He'll tell me like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after something happened. And so, you know what I'm saying? Or he may not tell me at all. I just have to figure it out. Blessed, not stressed, hoping everyone is feeling the same. Yes, everybody is. What's someone say? So anyway, so I'm like, I got to get my kid up out of here. I got to get my kid up out of school. I'm ticked off because now I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's saying. I don't even know how she's treating my child. But I do know Kaden has been experiencing a lot of anxiety in that classroom. He cries. Like on test day, He cries. Kaden has never been a type of kid. Last year, this was his first year of school, y'all. He loves school. Love school. He loves school. Love to learn. This year is something different. And when I first met her, I knew she was a little bit abrasive, but I'm like, okay, that's cool. Long as you take care of my kid, I could care less how she treat you. You know what I'm saying? Long as you take care of my Kaden, and long as Kaden is getting what he needs, I'm good. I should have went with my first mom. So I left. I went, got Kaden up out that school. Uh-huh. I picked him up yesterday, sure did. He only had about another hour in school anyway, but I picked him up. And I couldn't get the principal. You know who I called? The superintendent of the school. I'm not playing with y'all. See, y'all playing on me. I've been too nice this whole school year because I don't want to be labeled as the black mama who got issues. But see, now you playing with me. Now the teacher done showed her whole butt. She done showed the cards now. I see you. School year over with. But I see you, girl. I see what you did. I see what you doing. And I don't think she meant to send that. I think she was pissed off because she found out Kaden was going to another school. So she didn't mean to send that, because after she sent me that message, I replied back. And I said, I didn't understand your response. Please clarify. She never responded back because she knew she had messed up. But it's okay, boo-boo. We got this on record now. I see what you just did. So anyway, I called the superintendent, baby. Sure did. Called him, told him X, Y, and Z. Well, left a message with the secretary of what was going on. And y'all, I was really upset. Very upset. So anyway, he calls back. It didn't take him long to call back, maybe an hour at tops. He calls back. I know who the superintendent is. He knows my daughter. And I said, so-and-so and so-and-so, this is Miss So-and-so. You probably know my daughter. You know Jasmine, bleep, bleep. And he was like, yeah. I said, yes. I said, she was a success story from this school. She graduated from this district. She's now a chemical engineer. So you know how I would love for my son to go to the same school his sister went to, because she is successful and I wanted to lay the same foundation for him. But let me tell you what happened. So I go on to tell him, what's up, Fred? How you doing? Go on to tell, what did Cornelius say? He doesn't want mom to react the way you're supposed to. He's being bullied. Really? He probably is. He probably is. And I'm going to tell y'all some more stuff that I peeped yesterday with Kaden. So anyway, oh, this is, y'all, my son is so near and dear to my heart. Don't play with me about my baby. Don't play with me about my baby. So anyway, I go on to tell the superintendent what's going on with Kaden, what happened at the school. And right away, he was just like he was shocked that I received a message like that from a teacher. Like, he was so shocked, y'all. So I go on to tell him, he was like, well, have you disenrolled him already? And I was like, no. I said, they still got some weeks of school left. I said, I would never do that. I want him to complete school. He said, well, we would love you to keep you in our district because we love parents like you. And I said, I want to stay in the district. He said, is there anything that I can say to keep you here? I said, to be quite honest, I really don't know, because I said, me and my husband have spent so much money since September on a first grader, and we are spending in excess of $600 or better a month on tutoring for a first grader that who has the capability to be. He has what it takes to be successful. He has it. No, he's not like Jasmine, but he has it. I've watched him since he was a baby. I've watched how this boy think. His comprehension skills are great. I said, I don't have no just regular tutor. I have one of the best probably in the state, really. And I'm not saying that just to toot my own horn. This lady is very good. What tutor sit up there and put together a lesson plan for her student during the week. She puts together a lesson plan for Kaden and reteaches him. I said, she is amazing. I said, matter of fact, she taught the teacher's daughter. I said, she is an amazing tutor. And I said, her and I, we both see there is a disconnect and we don't understand. And given what's happened on today, what's transpired, now is making me put all the puzzles of the pieces, put all the pieces to the puzzle together. And now I'm wondering, was it the environment the whole time? Has it been that teacher? I said, I'm not saying she's not a good teacher. She's not a good teacher for my son. And he said, well, give me a few days. Let me investigate, blah, blah, blah. He said, Miss So-and-so, we appreciate you being in our district. Because, see, I'm not playing now. Y'all done ticked me off. And I also snitched on the daggone principal. Let me tell you something. It was an incident that happened last year. Some of y'all remember the incident with the assistant teacher. The assistant teacher sees me in Tupelo at a football game. She eavesdropped on a conversation between me and another parent. She assumed, let me tell y'all something. This daggone assistant was so far back, I didn't even see her. So how did you know what I was saying? She went back. Oh, messy hen. She goes back, tell the teacher I was talking about her and that I had an issue. The next day, I get a phone call from the teacher like, Miss So-and-so, I heard you have an issue going on. What's going on? I said, what are you talking about? She said, Miss So-and-so saw you at a... Girl, when she said that, I said, she did what? I said, I didn't see her there. And I said, and furthermore, why is she eavesdropping on my conversation? She don't know what I was talking about with the parent. And she was messy and came to you and told you. So I called the principal, told the principal. Principal's supposed to have been investigating. Guess what? He never got back to me. So I just put it in my little notebook in case I got to ever bring it back up again. So I told the superintendent, I said, you know, I've been letting a lot of stuff slide. I said, even the principal didn't get back to me. And he was just like, what? Yes. So anyway, I met Kaden, took Kaden to tutoring yesterday. Mind you, Kaden is so upset, y'all. He's crying so bad at tutoring. We couldn't, this is the second day in a row. We couldn't even do tutoring. Couldn't even do tutoring. He crying so bad because of that foolishness happened at school. So, and that's not Kaden. That's not him. He's a happy kid. So anyway, so we didn't do tutoring. I see the school don't call me now. So I called the school back, whatever. Obviously, he must not have talked to the superintendent. Maybe he had. I don't know. So the principal, and I do know they know each other too. So anyway, the principal, I called back. He was like, thank you, Miss So-and-so, because I see I have a missed call. Thank you, Miss So-and-so, for returning the phone call. What's going on? And I said, well, I'm not really sure why you're calling me because I've already called the superintendent. Yeah, I told him, child, I don't throw the rock and hide my hand. I'm going to tell you, I've been quiet the whole year. I've been trying to work with them. Y'all, I have tried to work with these people so much. I've gone above and beyond. I kept my mouth closed, and that ain't like me. But I didn't want my child, since he goes to this white school, I did not want him to be labeled like, Kaden got the problem, mama. And they treat him different. I didn't want that. So I was quiet. So anyway, I go on to tell him what's been going on from the beginning to the end. I even busted his bubble. And you didn't even call me back to tell me what was the outcome of that whole situation. And I said, and right now, I'm at my wit's end. He said, well, I can assure you Miss So-and-so didn't mean anything by it. I said, wait a minute now. I said, Miss So-and-so is a professional. And regardless of the fact, this is my child. And she has an obligation to teach my child and to communicate with me in a professional manner. And what she sent me was unprofessional. And it was sarcastic. Regardless where she had her personal feelings, involved or not. That has nothing to do with me. She should have stepped aside until she calmed down or whatever, because I think she was kind of upset that Kaden was going to another school. You should have calmed down. And then when you was able to respond in a professional manner, then you do that. I said, but that was unprofessional and it's unacceptable. I don't tolerate stuff like that. Let me see what y'all talking about before I get back to this. You know how the teachers treat the jobs like angels and look at the nonsense to keep them playing sports. My baby ain't playing no sports right now. I wouldn't want him to go back in the classroom with that teacher. And see, that's the thing. I don't know exactly what to do right now because I don't. Her son is a first grader. Good morning, Kimmy. Wow, that was crazy response. Wasn't it? Crazy word. Hey, Lynetta, since he's going to TCBS and they suggest that he will repeat the grade, you could just take him out and let him go to tutoring. Really? Patricia, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you after this morning. Doesn't matter. Love 5, 6 grade, not to miss toxic environment. Hey, girl, cool. Hey. All right, back to the story. So the principal going on, and he's just like, I can assure you, she didn't mean anything, but I don't care what she meant. That's what she sent, and that's the way I took it. And I said, why would she tell me he can find a better teacher? I've never said, never once. I could show you messages where I've messaged her and say, you are an amazing teacher, because she is. She's just not that teacher for my son. For some reason, she ain't that teacher for my son. She that teacher for everybody else. But, and so we go on or whatever, and he was just like, I can attest. To me, it was like he was trying to take up, instead of hearing what was happening and investigating, trying to calm me down. No, that's unacceptable. And you should never be allowed to talk to a parent like that. And I said, she's a professional. Why would she be responding to me in that manner? It didn't, her response didn't warrant that at all. Good morning, Kimmy. No one can speak on behalf of another either. What are you talking about? So anyway, so he was like, well, will Kaden be returning for the next school year? I said, I don't know. I said, even before this happened, I had already gone to another school to check out another school. I said, I made my decision before this incident. I said, and he said, well, I understand that you want to do what's best for your child. I said, my child, I said, one, I don't know who this teacher has been talking to. And I don't want my child to be labeled. And right now there's a problem. And I said, I don't want no teacher to treat him different. I don't want children to treat him any different. And I told him, I said, told him about the tutor. I got one of the best tutors. I said, I really want to say she more educated than the daggone teacher and got more experience than the teacher. And matter of fact, she told the teacher when she first started tutoring Kaden, we went to a first parent-teacher conference that I called. And I brought the daggone army with me, honey. I brought my tutor, my daddy, and me. Y'all know I told y'all about that. And she told the teacher right off the bat what Kaden's problem was. And the teacher said, she was concerned. She said, well, I see there are some problems in math or whatever. And the tutor said, his problem is reading. That is the problem. And she talked to me after our meeting and said, Kim, she said, the problem is reading. Everything surrounds itself around reading. It is reading. He needs to become stronger in reading. And sure enough, they didn't think that was the issue. Come to find out, what's the issue? Reading. So anyway, so I go on to tell the principal, like, Kaden is being evaluated right now by some state officials that work for the Department of Education for Mississippi. They are evaluating him. They've already tested him, and I'm waiting for the results, because this is going to tell me how to directly be able to find out what his deficiencies are and find out what type of teaching instruction he needs. And he said, wow, he said, I wish other students would be able to be afforded um, this opportunity, because this could help so many students, to be evaluated, to find out like what the deficiencies are, what type of teaching instruction, and it will also help the teacher, what the principal said. And I'm thinking in my head, honey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. And I had to pay for all this. I had to pay for this. This stuff ain't free. And this is what I had to do because the school system not doing their freaking job teaching my child. So anyway, so he was like, well, I want you two to talk. And I'm thinking in my head, why I got to talk to her? This the end of the school year. If it was the beginning of the school year, it'll be different. We might could have a conversation. But right now, what has been, because I asked him, what has been going on in this classroom? I even talked about, y'all remember when Kaden was on here and Kaden said the assistant teacher yells at them when the teacher's not there? Oh, baby, I told all of that. Sure did. I said, I kept my mouth closed. I should have said something, but I didn't want to be the troublemaker. But baby, the superintendent sure know. And I said, I don't know if that caused my child to have anxiety, but I do know he have it. And I do know there's a problem. My Kaden ain't no kid that cry to go to school. Kaden seems to be traumatized by the teacher and students at this point. The way you said he has been crying for several days. The resources you are getting are, nope. I love your investment in your son learning. Thank you, Miss Darling Williams. Listen, so they know I'm that type of parent. And it's so funny you said that, Miss Williams, because that's the type of parent I am. And that's what I have been presenting at this school. I just want to be able, like I told the principal, I said, I don't want to have to call the teacher every week. But if I see there's a problem, and I said, I know what Caden's grades are, I know what the problem is before the report card even come out. Because I'm one of those parents that check the daggone binder, go through the binder. We go to tutoring. I'm seeking different professionals to help me with his education. And I said, that's the type of parent I am. I said, the teacher knows his issues. Does she call me and say, hey, I see X, Y, and Z going on with Kaden. Let's come up with a game plan to try to figure out, because that's what the teacher did last year. We have very great communication skills. But this teacher, she think it's a bother. When I see problems going on, if I try to communicate with her to let her know, hey, Kaden experienced this. There's a kid that did this. Could you investigate? There's an issue. She don't want to talk. Like, I'm like, what? It's like pulling teeth from this girl, from this woman, because we about the same age. It's like pulling teeth. And I'm like, that should not be. Now, I understand that she got a lot of stuff going on in her personal life, but if your personal life is overshadowing what you're doing with these kids, these babies, these are not fifth and sixth graders. These are first graders. They still need nurturing. And if you can't be that, you need to step out the classroom. You need to take a leave of absence, because this is affecting my child. I could care less about anybody else's. But mine, let me see. I meant to say the response you are getting for them are not good. Nope. There's a major problem. He cannot flourish. And Patricia, that's the same thing Jazz said. Jazz said it. The tutor said it. Now that's 3. That's confirmation. Everything. Let me see. Good morning, Kimmy and Miles. Hey, how you doing down a little? It depends on the state. I'm making it. They have, for kids who needs additional resources. Hopefully he can go to a private school. So the thing is, I'm going to tell y'all something. So before we move on with the story, so from the preliminary results of the evaluation that I got, these are just preliminary. The guy should be finished maybe tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Friday? Probably tomorrow he gonna be finished. The preliminary results already, he talked to the tutor and said that he can already see that Kaden needs direct instruction. And the tutor said, and that's why the school that you looked at is going to be absolutely perfect for him. The class size is about 14. They got 2 first grade classes. But when you walk into the classroom, the love that teacher sent, I'm telling you, you cannot destroy energy. The love of the teacher just made me want to cry, y'all. The love of the teacher and those students. You can tell a lot about what's going on in that classroom from them students. Those students were respectful. They were happy. You don't see that. I'm telling y'all, I was like, when I was walking through that school, it's like somebody put a warm blanket around me. I felt so warm, inviting. And mind you, this ain't no black school. This is an all-white school, y'all. Maybe I may have saw 2 black kids in elementary. I don't care nothing about the color. And that's how I knew it was a good school, because if it was racist, they wouldn't have had that warm environment. And I've been in them racist schools. My daughter has gone to one before. So I know. And this ain't my first rodeo with a kid. It's my second. So I'm like, this is a great school. And so I can only imagine what the evaluation is going to show. Even from when the test, from what she was telling me, she said, from this evaluation, from what I see already, Kaden knows way more than what he's letting on in that classroom. Because what she said he don't know, he know on his paper. And she said, I did not help him not one time. That says a lot. Kaden does not, he can't flourish in that environment. Something, and it breaks my heart, because I don't know what that little boy been experiencing in that classroom. I don't know what's going on in there. I don't know, y'all. And it bothers me. It really made me want to have him to get counseling to figure out, for somebody to pull out what is going on in that classroom. I don't know. And it had me to think, like, when he was crying like that yesterday, the first thing I asked him, I said, has somebody done something to you? That's the first thing I said. I was like, has a kid hit you? Like, what's going on? And he, like, I just don't know. And you know what? I might sign him up for counseling. I might just do that. I think that might be a good, because something happened. I don't know what happened. I do know for the past 2 weeks, a little boy gave him this little bear. Y'all probably seen it one morning. He was talking about it. He called that thing Knuckles, right? He sleep with the teddy bear. He take the bear to school. It's not a bear. It's like a stuffed animal. He take it to school every single day. The bear, and so you know how children, they act out what's going on with like a baby doll or a stuffed animal. Well, the bear has like these bandages around its arms and his leg. And I don't understand. I may not say a lot when I'm looking at him, but I'm watching. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, why does this bear have bandages? And I probably wouldn't have thought anything of it. But with him crying 2 days in a row, even the tutor was like, is something going on? For Kaden to come in and tutoring and just cry like that, that's not like him. That is so not like him. And y'all, we couldn't even do tutoring. So I asked him, I was like, has somebody been picking at you? Like, do you think you're smart? That's the first thing I asked him. I was like, do you think you're smart? He was like, yeah, mama, I'm smart. So, and he may just be saying it just to appease me because he know it'll hurt me. So I was like, do you think you're smart? He was like, yeah. And I said, you know you're smart, right? He was like, because I know when we first started tutoring, he's like, mama, why do I have to go to tutoring every day and the rest of the kids don't? And I said, well, I was about to call him Jazz. I said, well, Kaden, sometimes some people need more things than others. I said, when I was in school, I went to a tutor for math, but that didn't mean I was less smart. I just needed somebody to teach me in another way so I'll be able to understand. And that is the thing. Kaden, he have to work extra hard in his class, right? But it ain't like he can't get it. And the tutor was like, it puzzles her so much because she like, I can teach Kaden something and he catches on just like that. His comprehension skills are amazing. And I know they are because When he was here, because y'all know he didn't go to daycare. I invested money in him. He had a private tutor online, but Kaden needs direct tutoring. I mean, direct interaction. I ain't know that then. But I spent money and I set up a little classroom downstairs. He had a desk. Y'all, we had a whole school day before he even went to school. So I know his comprehension skills are good because I would read a story to him and then I would ask him questions. He would answer them. So that's why, and even, let me tell y'all something. Kaden was reading. It's like, since he has been in this class, he has, he's regressed. He didn't make progress. He went backwards. And that's what I don't understand. I understand ADHD and all that, but with the assistance that he has been getting from me and a tutor, something else is going on, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Maybe ain't nothing I can do about it now, but I can make sure that he don't carry that baggage on to the next grade. Cause we're not gonna do that. You're not going to traumatize my baby, and this is something he got to carry with him and be afraid for. No, baby, we're gonna fix this. I'm sending him. I'm today. I'm gonna check on the daggone counselor. Sure am. I'm gonna find out what's going on. He may not tell me, but he can tell a professional. I'm just, ooh, child. Okay, I read that. Let me see. How many other blacks in the class? One. So it's two. But the black and white thing shouldn't be an issue because I think it was just one last year. It was two in his class. That wasn't an issue. But I do remember, I'm going to tell y'all something. And I should have went my first mind. My first mind told me to get him out the whole school, put him in another district. That's because I had to do. So let me tell y'all something. If y'all didn't know this, Jasmine went to that primary school when she first started school. Her first grade year, she had a racist teacher. I peeped game. Before that second semester, you know what I did? I disenrolled her from school and put her in another district, and she flourished. Did her the exact same way. First grade, she had a racist teacher. And I knew she was racist. I said, oh, you ain't gonna do my baby like that. She gone. And she did not return after Christmas. I should have did the same thing with Kaden. I should have done the same thing. But I don't know. When you get older, you have more patience. And sometimes, like, I'm so hyper sensitive with this PTSD. I know I overreact. So I try to, maybe I'm too nice at times now because I don't want to overreact. I don't want to blow up on people. So I sit back. But honey, they better be glad my husband ain't here because he been wanting to go up to that school. And I was like, no, baby, don't do that. It ain't even worth it. Leave it alone. I got it. That sounds like a good idea to keep from being traumatized about being in class. I'm definitely sending it today. I'm going to find a counselor, a therapist. Good morning, Kimmy. Oh, my goodness, just remove him. I agree, Miss. You don't know what all is going on, but you know it's not good. I know it's not good. And it makes... And Kaden loved his teacher. When he thought I was talking about her yesterday, he got so upset. He loved his teacher. So, and then that throws me like, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I wish I did. And I can't gauge it by her because she don't communicate with me. She don't. And when and to be quite honest, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is. We had a conversation about a month and a half ago. And I was telling her about some evaluations because I like to communicate with the teacher, let her know what's going on with Kaden because she spends a lot of time with him and she needs to understand what type of child she's dealing with. So, because each child needs something different, right? That's what I'm thinking. So I shared with her, he got a doctor's appointment coming up to evaluate to see if he has ADHD because at this point, I'm still not understanding what is going on. I do know there is a disconnect somewhere. I know what he's doing at tutoring. He's thriving. He's doing good. When he go to school, it's like he don't know nothing. Like, what? Let me tell you how crazy it is. So on Thursday, y'all know you got tutoring on Thursday. On Thursday, tutor gives him a test about like spelling tests and all this other stuff. Kaden does amazing on it. No, he may not can spell maybe 1 or 2 words, but that's good. Child, they spelling words like tabloid. How many of y'all know how to spell tabloid? These are spelling words. Tabloid. That's a hard one. Oyster. First grade. So anyway, um, so when he takes the test, we get the test back, he bombs the test. And I know for myself, because I have him to write the spelling words, I quiz him just to make sure he's learning. I'll say, Kaden, how do you spell oyster? And he'd be like, Oyster. Boom. I know he know. Even before he go into the school on Friday, I'm asking him. He got it. I said, oh, he gonna ace this test. He gonna ace his math test. Good. Baby, we get that daggone test back. I'll be like, what? What in the world? I don't say nothing to him. I let the tutor deal with it. She get the test. She look at the test. She tell Kaden, redo this test. Redo the test. He redoes the test. He get them right. Y'all, would you not say there's a disconnect? So that's what we've been dealing with, and that's why the evaluations have been coming, because we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And like I said, I talked to the teacher, to the tutor one afternoon. I was so pleased. We had the best conversation ever. And I was like, well, dog, she done turn around. She not as bad as I thought. She's like, she called me. We're talking, we're communicating. She seems interested in what's going on with Kaden. And then boom, this happens. Now I'm confused. Now I'm like, what's really been going on? I don't know, y'all. I'm very clueless, but you know, like Judge Judy say, 1 + 1 is 2. The handwriting has been on the wall since day one anyway. I chose to overlook it. So it's all good. Kaden going to this new school. I can't wait till the evaluation come in. I'll send it to the new school's principal. They will evaluate the results. We'll converse together, and then we'll make a decision going forward what's going to happen with him. I don't want y'all to think Kaden's slow, because he ain't. He is highly intelligent. The thing is, I believe, is because he has been in an environment that's not conducive to his learning. He is not been conducive. He's only 7 years old. These kids still have to be nurtured. You just can't expect them to act like a 5th and 6th grader. They throwing a lot at them, which is okay, because they do it at all the schools, you know. But you need a teacher that's gonna be halfway nurturing. You need somebody that cares. I'm telling you, if you don't learn nothing else from Kimmy, learn from what's going on with me and my child. Be an active parent in your child's life. Do not let any and everything slide, because this can affect your child for the rest of their life. Like, if I don't get a hold of what's going on with him, he may take this baggage with him for the rest of his life. And that's not good. You know, he may have low self-esteem because of what happened in the 1st grade, or not be as confident as he should be. Y'all, I've been teaching Kaden since he was small, saying affirmation. I am smart. I am strong. I am black. Yes, I'm black. I'm strong. I'm intelligent. I'm loving. I'm honest. Just all these things. I'm godly. Teaching him affirmations because, and also, he say this all the time. I can do anything I put my mind to. And I know you can. No matter what type of circumstances or roadblock or trouble that you have, you can still do anything you put your mind to. It may take you, you may have to go a different route than everybody else, but you can still do it. You can still do it. Look at Albert Einstein. It's the teacher and classroom. Sometimes it's not what you're saying, it's how. Yeah, it is. You have to go with that mother's intuition, Antonia. Kimmy kids are cruel. Yes, they're very cruel. They explained the bear's been. No, no, he didn't. They are more advanced these days in school. Oh, Miss Ann, let me put your moderator thing. I thought you didn't want to be a moderator yesterday when you sent me that. And I was really, really busy with Kaden yesterday. Really. And that's one of the reasons I didn't put out a lot of videos. Y'all, I was so, like, I was so stressed out yesterday. So stressed out from everything that was happening. And it's been really, really hard to run this channel the way it's supposed to because I'm trying to make sure my son is good. Because y'all know, although my mama's here, she cannot make decisions for Kaden. I have to do that. And my husband, he just, y'all think that I might have some anger problem, child. My husband don't need to be going up nowhere and no school. If there's an issue, they will not be seeing my husband. No, ma'am. Because my husband will go off. And he won't go off in a very kind way. So I try to keep him out of everything. I try to just make the decisions on it. I pray you find out what's going on with him. Being in that. Oh, I don't found out, Miss Ann. Because I know you have his best interest at heart. And you want him to learn and better his education. Oh, he's going to another school. He's going to another school next year. And this year, what we're going to do is we're going to give him a break. This is what me and my mom decided to do. One, I ain't going to be able to afford tutoring and the school. That is unreal. Like, I'm barely going to be able to afford the daggone school situation, but I can't afford both. So, which means he will not be able to go to tutoring this summer because we are going to have to buckle down. Me and my husband got to buckle down and be able to pay for all these things that we have to pay for when you go to school. And you know, you got uniforms and all that other kind of stuff. So we got to pay for all that stuff. So he won't be going to tutoring nor camp. He won't probably be doing any extra curricular activities unless my daughter come down here and pick him up and get him. Other than that, he'll be around the house. And so me and my mom came up with something we're going to do. We're going to do reading in the morning. I'll be over reading. We'll do an hour every day. And then she'll do math. We're going to start working on math facts. So when he re-entered the first grade, that he will go in strong because these kids will be coming in from kindergarten. And this will be his second time, but it's going to be a new school, a different curriculum. So, good morning. What's up, Val girl? You know, I ain't called you as a honey if I would have told you some stuff was going on. Oh, you did see the text, girl. Oh, my Lord. I got so much to do when it concerns Kaden. So much. So much. But I'm going to get him into therapy today. Because I want to find out. And, you know, therapists, they can figure out what's going on with children, like, before I can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my kid, but Kaden don't tell everything. And I don't want that weighing on his spirit. You know, I don't want that on him. He too young to have that type of stress to be. So I want to figure out what's going on. We can do therapy this summer. By the time he re-entered the school year, he going to be good. He going to be good. He going to go in there. He going to knock the ball out the park, honey. He going to be very good. Because somebody been traumatizing my baby. And see, we're not going to have that. Because what they done, we done flip that school upside down. Not literally, but, you know. Hey, Mr. Rhonda. Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, Fred? But, yeah. So, that's what I've been going through, child. It's just, it's crazy. Like, my niece was telling me, she was like, why don't you get him into some summer programs? Oh, child, I hate talking to her. Why don't you get him into some summer programs, Auntie Kim? I said, girl, what are you talking about? Girl, they got summer programs in Jackson, Mississippi and Gulf Shore. I said, you think I'm going to let a 7-year-old go to camp without me? Girl, you done lost your mind. You think I'm going to let him go to a camp for 10 weeks? Girl, no, with everything. No, ma'am. Now, when he's older, it's different. But until I can get Kaden to be able to communicate with me, oh, baby, I can't trust him going nowhere. Because if something happened to him, how do I know he going to tell me? No. We got to figure out why Kaden does not feel. And here's what my niece said. She said, It's probably because you're not, she made me so sick. You're not creating a space for him to be comfortable enough to tell you. I said, I guess. I said, which is real strange because my daughter, she had a space. I talked to Jazz. Like, she knew you could tell me anything and mama will not get mad. But if somebody do something to you, you know I'm coming after them. Somebody do something to my baby, oh, I'm coming after you, honey. You gonna think, don't mess with my babies. So Jazz knew that, but Jazz knew like I could tell mama anything. I could tell mama anything. Mama, I ain't the type of parent just because you tell me you did something, I'm gonna whoop you. I ain't that type of parent. I'm the type of parent is I want you to tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. You lie to me, we got an issue. But you tell me the truth, I'm good. You can tell me you done broke my daggone cell phone. You told me. Don't do it again, but you told me. And I appreciate you for being honest. No, literally. And will. Girl, for real. I'm there. Val, you know I will. Good morning, Dorana Davis. Welcome to Kimmiestea. Hit the like button. Good morning, Fred. Welcome to Kimmiestea. Thank you so much, Ann. But yeah, y'all, this is probably one of the harder things that I've ever had to do. Because with Jazz, I never had any issues. When I saw something popping off going on, baby, I got her up out of there. Oh, no, you ain't going to do Jazz like that. And see, Jazz would tell. Mama, did this happen? Oh, it did? Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So I don't even know what I'm going to, like, in my mind, I don't want him to go back to school. But I know, y'all, I'm just so freaking conflicted. I'm so conflicted. I think they got about, let me see how many weeks they got of school. Let me look and see. And I don't want him just sitting around the house, So we picked up 5 new subscribers. Welcome to the 5 new subscribers that subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. Welcome to Kimmie's World. This is Coffee and Conversation. We are talking about my son, Kaden, right now. Y'all, we talk about a lot of things. We're talking about my son, Kaden, now, about what's going on in his school, child. So hopefully y'all can learn something from this. So y'all ain't got to go through this drama, child. Because some of these teachers really just do not care. Or maybe they got too much stuff going on in their personal life where they cannot give these kids what they need. And my child is definitely not a child whose parents don't care. We care. I go above and beyond for my child. And the crazy thing about it is, my niece was telling me, she was like, do you know some of the things that you've been doing for Kaden, the school offer it? And I said, well, how come they didn't, how come he's not in? He said, because the teacher didn't recommend it. I said, really? Found this out last night. She said, don't you know if he has some type of anxiety with taking tests, do you know that they have programs in the school to where they can remove him from the school, give him extra time to take a test, and if he's have problems with reading, do you know they can have somebody read his test to him? I'm like, girl, you got to be kidding me. She said, yes. She said, I know. I said, girl, don't, like, now's not the time to tell me all this. It ain't the time. Because I'm already pissed off at these people. Yeah. I was like, wow. And then found out from the superintendent that the way he was saying, and so I want to understand, the way he was telling me, the teachers are still supposed to be guiding these children during their tests because they're just learning. From what and y'all know, y'all done heard Kaden say this. From what Kaden has said, he gets no help. She gives him the test and tells him to take it. He have to read it and everything. She don't offer assistance. And so I'm thinking that is standard. They don't do that. The superintendent said no. She's still supposed to be offering some sort of assistance. And that threw me way off, y'all. I was like, what? So ain't nothing I can do about it now. The year is gone. It just makes me upset that I'm just now figuring out what the heck has been going on. Because, I tell you, these daggum teachers. That is the problem, is the teacher. That's what everybody been telling me. Good morning, Sarah. Welcome to Kimmiestea. Yes, they do. Crazy. They didn't tell you those resources do what you have to do for your baby. Yeah, they didn't tell me, nor did they offer it. They ain't offer me that. I ain't know nothing about it. Nope. Kaden having all these problems. And, you know, for a while, on the day he knew he would have a test, this boy's 7 years old, sitting up there crying because he don't want to go to school because he's afraid. And I'm like, what? And I was like, okay, then it's going to be okay. You know, I'm trying to comfort him or whatever. When is the last day of school? Oh, it's May 23rd. They have, how long they got? One, two, three, four. They got a month left of school. Well, I'll be there coming. I don't know. Yeah, I'm clueless. I don't know what to do. It's too late at the end of the school year to even try to switch him to somebody's class. It's like way too late. Oh, my word. I don't know what to do. I honestly do not know what to do. I mean, the superintendent is aware. The principal is aware. She will be aware going forward. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Because even with, she got 18 students in the class, she has an assistant in her class, which means she does have help, but she should be able to tell. This is something she's done for years, right? She has my child 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. She should know my child. She should know my child. She should know what he needs. She should know what his weaknesses are. She should know, like she know what resources they have at the school. All of that. She don't care. She does not care. I knew that from freaking day one. And you get my husband to talking, she a daggone racist. That's what my husband said. Now, I didn't say that. That's what my husband said. I can remember, you always got to go with your first mind. I could remember when I went to the school, when school first started, I had a parent-teacher meeting, but it was with all of the, was it all of the first? No, was it all of the first grade? Dang. Yeah, it was all of the first grade. No, it wasn't. It was all the elementary school. No, it was all of the first grade because all the first grade teachers was in there. All of the first grade and their parents was in there. And after the meeting, this is right when school first started. We probably been in school maybe 3 weeks tops, maybe 4. So after they did the meeting, I was standing there by her so I could talk to her. Now, y'all know I was the only black person in the whole meeting. Black people don't even come to these meetings. The only one. Not one other black person. It was me. So I'm in there and I'm standing there waiting so she could talk to me. Everybody that came up, she spoke to them. I'm waiting. She's talking to them. Other parents coming up. She's acknowledging them. It was I think there was Indian, maybe, I don't know what you call them, but it looked like they may be from Iraq or something. There was a parent over there, and I was standing there before anybody. I'm black. You can't miss me, okay? I'm standing there. She see them. She initially starts to talk to them about their child. Girl, child was pissed off. I was like, and I looked around. I said, I know she see me here. So when everybody has gone, then she talked to me. She don't know me from Adam, y'all. This woman don't know me at all. Matter of fact, her best friend was Kaden's kindergarten teacher. I'm such a good parent. Every month, I'm buying a teacher a gift. I even bought her one of those wagons, the wagons where when they have field days and stuff like that, the teacher can put all the stuff in there where she don't have to carry it. She can just use her wagon. Babe, I got her a wagon from Academy Sports. On her birthday, I bought her flowers, took them up to the school because I appreciate what she had done for my child. Great teacher. So I'm thinking, I ain't gonna have no problems out of this woman. That's her best friend. She should have told her what type of parent Kaden's mom is. She gonna do whatever you need. If you need a case of paper towels, all you gotta do is say, Kaden's mom, I need a case of paper towels. Guess what? You're gonna have it the next day. That's the type of parent I am. Whatever you need, I got you. So she ignores me, baby. She ignores me. Then she gets to me. So my first thing was, do you know anyone that does? And I'm still nice because you're my son's teacher. I don't want to be mean to you because when I'm not here, you can do things to my son. So I'm going to be very nice and cordial to you, even though you was just rude and you just. So I'm like, okay, do you know of anybody that does tutoring? Because at this point, I know Kaden needs a tutor. I can't help him with his work. Do you know anybody that tutors? She was like, no, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to ask her different things because, see, I see the test scores that are coming home. I'm asking her different things to try to help me help him. She was kind of like, to me, I look at it like she was uninterested in what I was saying. She didn't care. So then some weeks passed. I reach out, put a little message on Facebook. Patricia helps me out. I find a tutor, right? Well, she finds a tutor for me. Find a tutor. When I call the parent-teacher conference, I call in the tutor. And I introduce her. This is Dr. Dawes. Just said the name. This is Dr. So-and-so. Dr. So-and-so. This is Miss So-and-so. So her eyes was like this. You should have seen her. Yes, baby, she got a higher degree than you. And I brought a big black man with me, my daddy, who stands 6'2", 6'3"-ish, in his suit. And we all decked to the guys, baby. We here for business because my son is in your class. So when she saw her tune changed. She was oh so nice, oh so helpful then. So I should have known from the beginning something was off with this woman. I don't know if she's a racist. I just know for some reason, unbeknownst to me, she don't know me. She don't like me. And I don't understand. And I don't care if she don't like me. That's cool. You just take care of my baby. And obviously, we all see that ain't been going on. That's not been happening. You don't know me. So why are you asking me if I'm free? Just enjoy the chat. Thank you. If you free. Wait a minute. What is Fred asking? What? Hey, Ann, what's up? Are you free? Let me tell y'all something. This is Coffee and Conversations. This is not Grinder. This is not, what's that other thing them people go on for the day naps? What is that thing called? It ain't no OnlyFans. What are some other dating sites? This is not that. This is Coffee and Conversation so we can have intellectual conversations. You help me, I help you. We talk about current events, but the hookups, Oh, no, but we don't do hookups in the chat. And men, don't come in here harassing the women up in here. Don't do that. Fred, you done been around a while. Don't come in here harassing my moderator or any subscriber. Don't do that. Asking her, is she free? Okay, Fred. No, he about to really get out of here. He gone. He's never to return again. You don't talk to my moderator like that. What in the world is wrong with you? These men coming over here think, man, see, that's what happened to Shannon Sharp. Think he can do that mess to the little girl. Man, some of y'all kill me. Some of y'all are crazy for real. You don't talk to no woman like that. This is not no hookup. You said I'm a girl. Oh my Lord. Oh, Lord. I sent them on down the river. So yeah, y'all, that's what I gotta deal with, y'all. I'm so conflicted because I don't even want Kaden in the classroom. But I don't think she gonna do anything now. She probably scared now. If she even know what's going on. Thank you, Kimmy. Exactly. Girl, don't play. Listen, don't play with me by my children. Don't play with me by my subscribers. I don't play with me by my, and show don't play with me about these mods. Child, they ride for me when nobody don't. Y'all better watch yourself now. Don't play with me about that. I'm in the chat too. I see what's going on. Like, I ain't like the principal taking up for the teacher. He don't even know what's going on. I see what's going on up in here. Yeah, what time is it? 5:22. So I gotta make a decision. I gotta make a decision. You know, her bosses will let her know what is going on. Yeah, she probably already know. But I'm telling y'all, she knew she had messed up. She knew. She knew she had messed up. One, right after it happened, like 15, I want to say 20 minutes after that text, I got Kaden up at that school. You ain't gonna talk to me like you crazy. My son sitting up in your classroom, and I ain't there to protect him. Girl, you done lost your whole mind. And she better be glad I ain't put on blast on social media, but I don't do that. I ain't gonna put you on blast. You don't know who his his teacher is. I would never do nothing like that. But, and even, so Kate, let me tell you what else she said. And so I don't know, because y'all know I don't do hearsay. If I didn't hear it happen, I don't really talk about it. But Kaden did tell me yesterday, because when he got in the vehicle, I said, did you tell your teacher you going to another school? He said, yeah, I told her I was going to blue, 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 blue. And I was like, oh, really don't matter though. And he said, she said the kids are bad at that school. So you know that pissed me off again. Because I'm like, why is she telling you anything? Her response should have been, it should have been her response. I hope she should have said, Kaden, we're going to hate to see you go, but I hope you enjoy your new school. That's all she should have said. She ain't had no business talking about, well, them kids bad over there. What? Girl. But I said I'm not going to say anything because y'all know how kids are. Maybe she said it, maybe she didn't. I didn't hear it, so I didn't even mention that to the superintendent. Because I never want, because she can get her little friend girl who's an assistant to be like, well, that's not what she said. You know, folks be lying. So, no, I'm not putting my baby in no situation like that. Oh. Whew, yeah. Thank you, Catherine. I don't have time for that. Listen, I know that's right, Miss Ann. These people have lost their mind. But that's all right if I see it. I listen, if y'all for moderators out here, if you see something like that, you ain't gotta put them in timeout. You can block they behind. Meaning hide user from channel. That's all you gotta do. Don't put them in timeout because I don't want them back. I don't need subscribers that I need people that's gonna rock for me over here. I don't need people that's gonna be over here harassing people. We get enough of harassment in the world to need it from a daggum app. People you don't even know. You don't need that. No, ma'am. Thank y'all for coming in. We got 60 people in. We got 51 people have hit the like button. Switching gears a little bit. Have y'all been hearing about what's been going on, y'all? So for those of you all who said y'all wanted a panel, I did a live show last night. Where was y'all at? Why are y'all so afraid to come on a panel? You don't have to cam up. You can just talk. If I have these shows, y'all, I do this to bring about engagement. I try to give y'all what y'all, but nobody said anything. I had it open. All you had to do was click on the link. You didn't even have to turn your camera on. You could just talk. I ain't talking about you, Miss Catherine. I ain't talking about you. I know you was in class. But there are other people. I have a lot of subscribers. And then when I do these lives, other than coffee and conversation, y'all show up for them. And that's my money maker. This ain't. I ask y'all to support the stream. But in the evenings, them lives, those are my money makers. I make money off those lives. I don't make nothing off of this. For the thousands of views, baby, I may make 5 cents. Straight up. The only time I make anything is when I get super chats or people to sponsor this stream. And I don't get the full amount there. I get 70% of that. Mama, I woke up Carter when I first got up. You might want to wake him up again and put him on the toilet. But yeah, I have to have y'all support. Now I know we picked up 5 subscribers. The last time I checked on this particular stream. I appreciate you for being here. But we do have other content. We have videos being put out, shorts being put out. Now, I do know YouTube is real ticky, y'all. Sometimes you'll get a notifications, sometimes you won't. So, when I figure out, because my time, I cannot figure out an evening set time. I don't know what is a good time for y'all, but I cannot figure out a time. Because like last night, I wanted to do it at 8. Y'all, I was so daggum tired and mentally exhausted. I went to bed. So I had to do it earlier. But I didn't even want to do it around 6 or 7 because I didn't want to push into the sweet messy spot time. I didn't want to offend her because I know that was her slot. So I didn't want to do that. I try to be respectful. I didn't want to do that. So that's why I didn't want to do it around 7. I wanted to do it during the time that she wasn't live. But what's a good time for y'all? In the evenings, if y'all want these evening shows, what is a good time for you? Because the people that come into coffee and conversation, you all are the base of the channel. Y'all are the audience. So what time is a good time for you all? Just put it in the chat. What's a good time to go live in the evenings where you all will be available so we can talk about certain topics? Because if not, shoot, I might have to start putting my energy back in my evening shows to build it up, because coffee and conversation has built up so much that is lacking the other slots where I really make money. I don't make nothing. I don't make nothing on here. And like I said, only time I make a coin is when y'all do super chats. If y'all do a super chat, a super sticker, super thanks, I make something. But if I get nothing, I'll make nothing from the stream. Not anymore. Who is that? Who is that? Carter? Did he just walk in there? How long he been in there?
After you got him up.
He snuck in there because I put him back in the bed.
I know.
Where he at? You ain't pee on yourself, did you? Come here. Hey, buddy. You enjoyed church last night? What you learn? Come here.
I didn't learn nothing. My teacher.
Where you get that scratch from?
I don't know.
Mama, where you get that scratch from?
Somewhere, Leona. I don't know if she did. She
Come here.
did like that and scratched him.
I didn't learn. My teacher wasn't there.
She wasn't. So what did you do for class?
I do not. I just sit there.
Would you sit in the church with Papa?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Well, what you usually learn in class?
My teacher wasn't there.
I bet you missed that, didn't you?
But we also ate.
Oh, what you eat?
We eat chicken and
You eat what? You eat what?
We ate chicken and
chicken. Chicken. Say cha. Let me see. Now I'm gonna have to help you with pronouncing words, okay? Say chicken. Look, do this. Like you going choo choo with a train. Chicken.
Chicken.
Not chicken. Chicken. We have to work on that, okay? Okay. And what you doing up so early? You didn't go to bed till what time y'all get in?
We get in at 6 o'clock.
No, it wasn't 6 o'clock. Mama, what time y'all get in last night? It was late, huh? I didn't even hear you come in. What?
Like 10.
You make sure you get Kaden a hug, okay? He been sad. All
Why?
right? I don't know. Maybe you can find out for me. You'll find out why you been sad. Yes. Find out for me and report back to me. Okay? All right. Bye. What do I push to block someone? Oh, okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna click their name. You'll click their face. When you click their face, it's gonna be a little box that pop up. You will see put user in timeout, like for people that coming in that may say something off the wall. You can put them in timeout first. But if somebody is blatantly disrespecting somebody else, they don't need a chance because they know better. You want to hide user on this channel. That's all you want to do. Hide them. And that block them. They can watch, but they ain't gonna be able to talk no more. Hi, everyone. Hey, Veronia. Mama, what time y'all get in last night?
10:30.
I told Kaden it was going to be late.
It was late. So they had to get to, like Sundays, well, always every 4th week, they had food.
Listen, I got to go to the dentist today. They called me yesterday.
Okay.
And at 4.
You gotta be there for? Oh.
So I can pick up Kaden, though.
Which one may do?
He's not going to tutor. His tutor said that give him a little break. Because he was crying 2 days.
Yeah.
So, and I want to find out what has been going on. I think I'm going to get him into some therapy. Because I want to find out what happened in that classroom, and I don't know. Because something is causing him to be...
He's not been left like that.
Some causing him to cry, and it you know me, I think the worst. When something like that happen, I'm like, did somebody violate you? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. And you know he been carrying that little stuffed animal with him every day.
No.
That little Knuckles thing.
Yeah. I know he took it.
He been carrying it every day. And Knuckles got bandages on him.
Oh, yeah?
It's paper. But they look like bandages to me. I didn't ask him what it was, but maybe I should ask him what it is. What Knuckles got on him. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. You know, kids are cruel. I don't care how old they are.
Maybe a little bit of chocolate, just a little bit.
How's the family, Feronia? Thank you, Feronia. Okay, then. Oh, y'all, it is 5:35. We got a lot of stuff to do. Y'all see this right here? It says, roses are red, people are fake. I stay to myself so I won't be on the first 48. And that's a true statement. I stay by myself. I ain't got too many friends. I don't want friends. Unless I grew up with you, then that's different. Definitely asking why the bandages on. He got that thing. Some little boy at school gave it to him. He got it. It was last week. And then I saw paper around his like arm and stuff. And they look like bandages. And I was like, wow. But children do stuff like that. They will, it could be a number of things. Y'all, my mind, like, I really watch my child. My mind go to the extreme. He has the sweetest voice. We are good, Catherine. My family in Turkey is safe. Thankfully, I was so shocked and devastated when I saw the news. Wow. I know you were glad to hear everyone is safe. I know that's right. And y'all, I'm going to tell you something. I was so busy yesterday, I didn't even do a video on Turkey. And I meant to. I didn't do hardly anything. I probably put out 2 videos, maybe 3. Goodness gracious. I'll be glad when all this stuff is over. Ask him about Knuckles. I am. Well, I did ask him about Knuckles. And I asked him, I don't know, y'all. I don't know about their homes yet, Mom. Their mom lives in another area, so they can't go to their mom. Wow. I thank God everyone is safe around here. I know. Y'all haven't had any more earthquakes since then. I know y'all had some aftershocks. Yeah. So, yes, Ann Williams, I was so relieved. Wow. I tell you, other countries have these things. Like, it's crazy how all these natural disasters happen. So crazy. Child, we living in the last days for real. You know that. The handwriting's on the wall. All these storms, these tornadoes. Let me see. No, but the aftershocks usually like take a bit. Ooh. So I hope not too many people lost home. Really? Oh my God. I did not know. See, I don't know a lot about earthquakes. Wow, that is dangerous. Could you imagine you being in a building and the daggum thing? Oh my Lord. They are having more and more every day. Yep, from flooding to blizzards to tornadoes to earthquakes to fires. Y'all, I'm telling you, we definitely in the last days, y'all, for real. We really are. I'm sorry to hear that, Veronica. Oh, Lord, that's a big one. Let's see. Buildings in Turkey are usually not that safe, so the people there need to work on that. Yup. If, like, a policy. Oh, my eyes. Didn't take care of it since 5 years ago. Who knows how many people have. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I heard that in those countries that the buildings, like the structures, are not strong, I guess, or fortified like our structures here in America. So South Mobile County had bad fires in Alabama. Really? When? Was this yesterday or recently? South Mobile. Really? Wow. I'm telling you, it's so much going on in this world. People are so evil. They're so mean. They're so hateful. It's like, where's the humanity for the next person? Where is that? Yesterday, Gulf Coast. Really? I didn't even know that. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Say 3 cartoons and I'll do another one. 3 cartoons? Say 3? Okay. Tom and Jerry, Jam and the Holograms, and the Smurfs. Thank you, Sinister Mark. Correct, Kimmy. Yeah. Somebody told me to say 3 cartoons and I'll do another one. Don't know. Something. The Smurfs. Yes, the Smurfs. Listen, these were my favorite cartoons, y'all. The Smurfs. Who remember Jam and the Holograms? I love Jam. Oh, he did. He said you're mean. Oh, he sent me a $10 one. That was so sweet. Thank you. Kimmy, you're telling our age. Sorry. Who remember watching Jam and the Holograms? That was my show. Man, I couldn't wait to get out of school. Y'all, I could not wait to get out of school to go home to see Shira, Jam and the Holograms. Let me see, what was another one? The after school shows. What you sad for? Don't be sad. Thank you again, Cinema. It means the world. She mean. Who mean? Jam and the Holograms? I love Jam and the Holograms. I don't know what time. Oh, and the Jetsons. Oh my God. Everything that you see in the Jetsons, can you imagine back then knowing all that stuff will come to fruition? All that stuff was true. Like the microwave, the food being delivered. That's Uber. Like, man, that's just crazy. She guessed the cartoon. We said the Smurfs at the same time. I love the Smurfs. I love the Smurfs, y'all. I love the Smurfs. Yep. But Jam and the Holograms and the Transformers. Do y'all remember the y'all remember when they had those after school specials? Them things was good, right? Man, I miss childhood. I do. Some of them shows like Blossom. Who remember Blossom? I remember watching Blossom. Alf. Who remember that? Man, the robots. Pink Power Rangers. I ain't too much care for them. Guess, let me see. Guess here's 4 hints. It's a cartoon. He have a watch. His name start with a B. He lives everywhere. You love Blossom and Al, me too. He has a watch. I do. I watch those shows. Okay, wait a minute now. Cartoon. I'm gonna have to Google this one. Cartoon has a watch. I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't think. Cartoon has a watch. I like this. I like this. This is fun. Bernard's watch? Are you talking about Bernard's watch? Punky Brewster! Ben 10. Ah, she got it. Oh, Sinister Mark, you come in here every day and give us a daggum trivia question. That's fun. Punky Brewster. I love Punky Brewster. I wanted to be Punky Brewster. Oh my God, I love Punky Brewster. Inspector Gadget. Oh my goodness. Yes, the trivia. I never heard of Ben 10. I never heard. What is Ben 10? I never heard of that one. Ben 10 is a franchise about a 10-year-old boy, Ben Tennyson, who gains the ability to transform into various alien creatures with superpowers using the Omnitrix, a watch-like alien device. The series follows Ben and his cousin Gwen, along with Ben's grandfather Max, as they travel and use their powers to fight evil and protect the world. Wow, I never heard of that one. Rainbow Bright, yes, man. Y'all, we had a good childhood, didn't we? Great childhood. Some of them shows, classics. I have a friend we call Smurf. She little like the Smurf. She had a small tattoo on the small of her leg. Oh, Power Rangers and the Powerpuff. I like the Powderpuff Girls, but I didn't care for Power Rangers. Here's a question for everyone. Here's the hints. He got white hair. He's a ghost, and he's very strong. Oh, wait a minute. He has white hair. He's a ghost, and he's very. Oh, I love the Care Bears. Oh, girl, I love the Care Bears. Let me see. What you say? He has white hair. Are you talking about? It's not Casper. You know I'm Googling this. Danny Phantom? No. Ah, I said it. I said it. I said it. I didn't know you put it on there. I'm loud. No way. Casper is bald. Danny Phantom. Oh, this is so freaking fun. I like this. Listen, somebody need to come in every day and give us a trivia question. This is fun. I like that. That is so fun. I never heard of Danny Phantom though. Wow. Me neither, Miss Adria. That was a Nickelodeon. Hold on. Dang, y'all. She said that was a Nickelodeon show. My girls used to watch that. Wow, send us some more. I agree. These questions are funny. Yes, I love it. Shoot, I love to challenge my brain. I love that. That just put me in a good mood. I like that. I really like that. I really like that. Guess the cartoon. Yeah, I'm yellow. Big Bird. I'm probably wrong. Loves water. I'm yellow, loves water. Tweety Bird? No. I'm much older. We love HR Powerpuff and Captain Kangaroo. Oh, SpongeBob. That is SpongeBob. See, these are newer cartoons. That is SpongeBob. Lost in Space. I'm purple. SpongeBob. Yeah, that's funny. I like that. That is good. Newer? Yeah, I'm old. I ain't watched SpongeBob. SpongeBob was around with my daughter. I'm 48, be 49. I watched the old stuff like He-Man, She-Ra, Transformers, Jam and the Holograms, Care Bears, Smurfs, um, Tom and Jerry is my favorite, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Scooby-Doo! Oh my God, I love Scooby-Doo. Do you guys know the cartoon about a very cute duck? Which one? Yep, my son loved Barney. He loves his parents, if I remember correctly. What did she say? A cartoon about a very, very cute duck. My brother's favorite was Top Cat. He even had a Top Cat club. Now this is an OG. Wow. Tweety Bird, Alfred J. Quack. I love that. Roadrunner. Meet Me. I love that too. Do you like fighting shows? Fighting shows. Um, I like. I do. I do. I do. I love watching martial arts movies, or I like action movies, suspense movies, drama. One of my favorite movies is 300. Love that movie. Can I tell you something? Sure. Donald Duck. Oh, so maybe it was only famous and on here it's a lovely kid show. What was the name of it, Veronia? Alfred J. Quack. I love that. I've heard of that before, but I don't know where. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh, I don't remember that one. Y'all know I love Mr. Rogers. That was my show, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I used to, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. He be changing his shoes and his sweater. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? I love that. He go in the closet. He had one of the gray sweater and a baby blue one. Baby, I love Mr. Rogers. That was my favorite part of the show when he taking his shoes off, putting his sweater on. Loved it. I don't like you keeping me up. I can't sleep. You like three? Girl, that is my show. I love 300. I love that movie. And let me tell you something else. Another one came out. It's called, oh my God, I just watched it on Netflix. It is so, well, it's not like 300, but I like military movies and stuff like that. It's called, shoot, I cannot think of it. Let me go to my Netflix, see what I've been watching. It is so good. Oh, it's that Lioness movie. That's what I was watching. That was real good. It's about that Marine in the beginning where she was abused by her boyfriend. I guess he wanted her to be a prostitute, but she was abused by him anyway. She got away. She was running from him, and a Marine saved her life. So she decided to be a Marine, and she got into like these like special forces type thing, and it was called a special group called the Lioness Group. And y'all, it was real good. It was real good, and I'm just gonna leave it there because I want to tell you the movie. It was good. I used to love that Roadrunner. Me too. We got 7 minutes. Gilligan's. Oh my God, I love Gilligan's Island. I love. Oh, I love. And I Dream of Jeannie. Tell me y'all didn't like that. I loved I Dream of Jeannie. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I used to love. Let me see. Barney was the one that stayed on our TV. I watched it. Mr. Rogers was the best. I had my grandbaby singing that. Really? You still alive? I've been for an interview and back. Oh, I hope you got it, Yogi Bear. Yeah, I'm still alive. I got 7 minutes. We love the Jackson. Yes. Oh, I love the Jackson 5, the Fat Albert. Oh, I love the Little Rascals. Yeah, I love all them. Little House on the Prairie. Oh my God. And what was the other one? With all the kids. Good night, Jack. Good night, John Boy. What was that? The Partridge Family. Wasn't that the Partridge Family? Wasn't that the Partridge Family, y'all? Was it the Partridge? I don't know. Linus was really good. It was a good show, super good. The Monkeys, Flying Nun, Rats, Little Rat. I don't remember the Monkeys. Guess the Superhero. Yes, both of those shows. I love them both. I'm fast. I'm not red, but I save people sometimes. I'm fast. I'm not red. Okay, keep going. Papa. She said Papa. The Waltons. The Waltons. That's it. I've met Barney. Wow. The Watsons. The Waltons. Was a Smurf named that? Oh, Smurf Village. I watch that every day. The Waltons. What did she say? I'm fast, underdog. I'm fast. I'm not red, but I save people. I'm fast. I'm not red. Somebody said underdog. Somebody else said Popeye. Fast. Let me see. I'm fast. I'm not red, but I save people sometimes. Man, that could be any superhero. But I save people sometimes. I don't know. Give us another clue before we get off of here. Batman. Somebody said underdog. Madeline, he not red. Superman got red on him. You got a red suit, ain't it red and blue? Yeah. Ain't Superman. Come on, where are you? Give us another clue. I'm fast, I'm not red. I said Wonder Woman was, oh girl, that was my show. Girl, I love Wonder Woman. Girl, do you know, what was her name? The real Wonder Woman. Her name was, was it Brooke Shields? Was that her name? He's gray. He's gray. He's gray. He's fast and he saves people sometime and he's gray. Freeze? Linda Carter? Oh, it must be Freeze. Mama, didn't Brooke Shields live in Clearwater or in Safety Harbor?
Who was that?
Brooke Shields.
Oh, I don't know.
Didn't she live over there when we lived down there?
I don't know.
I think it was Brooke Shields. Quicksilver. Wow, The Incredibles. Linda Carter. All right. All right, y'all. We about to go on and get off of here. Mama, I told him about your story. About taking to that monastery. Mama, wait a minute. Y'all listen to this. Mama, what was you thinking when we walked up in there? No. When we walked up in there.
Ain't no way we'll make him go in there and play no mud.
And what you think when we went inside? I will for it. Oh, tomorrow. I'm going to be live tomorrow, y'all. Y'all know tomorrow the court date. Allegedly. That's what the people say. The people say Kimmie's World will go on to court. After I do this live tomorrow, I want to hear nothing else. Cause that way, y'all gonna know people be lying on Kimmy. That's all you gotta know. Make sure you tune in. Trust me, don't matter what time you tune in tomorrow, I will be on. Tomorrow we're gonna do, well, I ain't gonna say. Brooke Shields had some beautiful, then she had pretty legs too. Yes, she did. He said, be there. I'll be here tomorrow. So, you know what? We probably not going to have a show tonight because I'm going to have to go to bed early. Tomorrow going to be a long day. I got court tomorrow. Of course, it's going to be long, child. We're going to spend a lot of time. And guess what, y'all? We're going to hit our 14K tomorrow. I'm claiming it. So, Feronia, get ready. John, all the mods, get ready. Tomorrow, we're going to hit 14K. I'm putting in work tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are hitting 14K. Mods, I'm going to let y'all know what's going on, okay? I'll be in our special place, and I'll be in the mod area, and I'm going to let you know what I have in store for this channel for tomorrow. But we're going to hit 14K tomorrow. So we should be having a giveaway probably Saturday. So make sure you be here tomorrow. We done picked up some more subscribers. Welcome, new subscribers. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, we will be live. I already have a live set starting at, what time did I set that for? I think it was 12 a.m., child. Child, what time I set that live for? Hold on. Because I might want to change it to about 4. I think I might change it to 4. Oh, Kimmy working hard. I think I got it set for 12 a.m. Oh, child. What time I got that live set? Hold on before we get off of him. I might change it. Because boy, I'm going to be sleeping. Yeah, I got it set for 12 a.m. I might not have to be on live. I think I'm going to set it for 4. I'll just set it for 4 a.m. because either way, no matter where you live, ain't no courthouse open at 6 in the morning. So we'll just set it for 4. We're going to chop it up and we just going to be on here. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to change the time to 4. And I really wanted to go live on StreamYard. That's what I wanted to, but I want to be able to take my phone everywhere too. We ain't gonna worry about it. We're gonna be on live, do a vertical live. Can I join the live? I don't see how you can. Guess the villain. He's back. He's black. He's tall. He can't be hit. He needs someone. Child, I don't know now. I have a dentist appointment, so I'll get off of here. I love it. And I got a dentist appointment too this evening, y'all. I know I ain't gonna be able to go live because my mouth gonna be hurting. I got a dentist appointment. And he's bald. Child, I don't know. I don't know who you talking about. Anyway, y'all hurry up and guess so I can get off of here. Shaq. Ah! Was Shaq a villain? Was Shaq a villain somewhere? We are Venom. Same to you, Frona. Thanks. Venom. Oh, it's Venom. All right, y'all. We are getting ready to get off at 6:01. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, make sure you got your notification bell turned on. I'll be dropping videos today. Make sure y'all go support the videos, the shorts. And if I go live, please, if you can't watch the live, catch me on the replay. I'll see y'all later. And until the next time become the right time, peace out. And welcome to all the new subscribers. Bye.